Testing.
Good morning. Let's try that again. We have a lot of excitement this morning. Good morning. There you go. All right. Welcome to this Unitarian Universalist Church, which includes our church here in Birmingham, our church in Tuscaloosa, who is here today. Yay! And to all of our folks online who join us every week, we are so delighted everyone is here with us this morning. Whoever you are, whomever you love, wherever you are today, and wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are welcome here. In light of that, we rotate our pageant every year between many of the traditions that are important to the people in this room. So some years we have a Yule pageant, others we have a Christmas pageant, and other years we do world religions around the globe. So whatever you celebrate this morning, we're so excited that you are here for our Christmas pageant today and excited to hear all the contributions of our children and those who are doing intergenerational work with them. To all who are here this morning, and especially our friends who drove up from Tuscaloosa today, welcome home. The prelude prepares us for worship.
Now it's on. Mary Weeks from UUCT. Thank you for asking me to do the chalice lighting. The travelers had come a long way and had a long way yet to go. Unable to come off the donkey without her husband's assistance and the grace of a large stone, still she came down, one hand to her back, feeling the ache throughout her body. The child in her belly kicked and made her draw a quick breath. Leaning heavily on Joseph's arm, Mary picked her way along the path. Others on the road had told them that there might be a spring with water so cold it would hurt their teeth. Here they might find a place of shelter and calm where they could bed down for the night. Here we come too, to find a moment of refreshment and rest from our journeys. No matter where you are going on your journey, no matter if it is your choice to go, or if you left by far away edict. No matter if you carry a burden or the deepest of joys, no matter how weary and thirsty you may be, pause here. Take a quiet breath. Rest in peacefulness. Be renewed and restored. For in a short while, the journey will continue with its worries and troubles and joys and promises. Until then, let us join together minds and hearts and worship.
Hello, would those from Tuscaloosa please raise their hands?
Good morning. Let's try that again. Oh, sorry. Good morning. Advent is a season of waiting, of expectation, and of longing. On this third Sunday of Advent, we light one more candle on our wreath, the pink candle that represents joy. How is it, you might wonder, that we could celebrate joy when there's also so much suffering in the world? Isn't that contradictory? It's an exercise of faith to address the unknown, which can also be called the not yet known. Advent is a season of watchfulness. We listen and keep vigil for the promise of things to come. We speak and sing about the promise of the not yet manifest, as reflected in the words of familiar hymns. O come, Emmanuel. People look east, the time is near. Love, the guest, is on the way. There's a star in the east, it will lead you. These are songs of the hopeful, songs of faith. These hymns encourage us to enter and consent to the practice of opening to possibility. Joy is one of the qualities that, if not yet present within us, will come to us in its own time. This light of joy, then, doesn't require that you experience joy now, today, in your immediate surroundings. Instead, it's a reminder to wait for it with faithfulness that overshadows pain and cynicism. May the lighting of this candle bring us patience, grant us faith, draw us closer to joy.
Let me try this again. Would those from Tuscaloosa please raise your hands? Please take a few moments to greet those around you, especially those from Tuscaloosa, and those you may not recognize. And for folks online, please greet each other in the chat. All right. That was a very good extended greeting. Please rise and body your spirit for our opening hymn, Jesus Our Brother, number 243.
Good morning again. Hey, see? That was great. I'm Stephen Mangina, member of the board. Our church is supported by those who call our church home and by those who support the efforts of our church to change our world for the better. If this is your first time here with us, please pass the plate. We're just glad you're here. We share our cash plate every Sunday with organizations whose work reflects UU values to care for marginalized persons, advocate for real and systemic change, defend our environment, and promote justice and equality for all. Today we're sharing our plate with Community on the Rise, an organization dedicated to our houseless neighbors, providing resources, meaningful work, and artisanal goods as we share with one another in this generous season. I did have to Google artisanal to make sure I knew how to pronounce that correctly. We appreciate your donations either by placing them in the plate, by mailing your donation to the church, or by using PayPal, Venmo, or Zelle. More information is found in the order of service in your lower right corner. Thank you for your generous support of our church and our Share the Plate recipient. May we give in love and hope.
Good morning, and one more ask this morning. This box is going to be passed around. It's for our staff gifts. We're collecting donations to give our staff some well-deserved gifts for the holiday season. There's a box in the narthex, and this one's going to be passed around. If you've already given, thank you so much. And if you still want to give, Give as generously as you are able. Thank you.
I'd like to invite the members of the Kids Choir to come up so we can sing our songs.
Thank you, children. That was amazing. Now is that time in our service when we celebrate our joys and hold one another's sorrows in the love of community. For those of you online, please share yours in the chat and hold one another in love as you do so well. For those of you in person, you will be invited in just a moment to come forward and drop a stone in honor or in memory of what is on your heart today. However, if you are a child and or a person participating in the pageant during this time, I would ask that you would quietly as a mouse go into the narthex, okay? So at this time, please make your way to either the narthex or our stone dropping ritual. Please come forward. Hey.
My name isn't on the list, but I really want to be part of the pageant.
Then all you have to do is go back there and Miss Courtney will take care of you. Are you, okay, you going? Okay. Lots going on. So glad to see you. Thank you. I love your dress. Thank you. I'm going to ask one of our ushers to, thank you, as they get ready. Today we celebrate Alan and Shannon Bird, who are back there, wave, are celebrating their 12th wedding anniversary today. I'm so excited. Today we lift up the family of Priscilla Graven, specifically Ed. Priscilla's a former member of this congregation who passed away suddenly this week. She was in her garden, and it just happened very suddenly. So we lift up Ed and the family in all of that situation. I also want to take a moment to invite a special ritual this morning. We lost one of our church matriarchs this week, Gerda Carmichael. She passed away peacefully Saturday morning in her sleep, and she had been battling a cancer, but she had lived a good life. And she would want me to tell you how lucky she was and how grateful she was for each of you and for this community. And I spent almost every day with her the last several weeks, and we had so many beautiful conversations that I'll share with you, some of which at her service in January. But I just want to take a moment to extinguish our chalice, honoring the life that we have missed, and then relighting the chalice that Gerda made for us. So let us take a moment of silence together. We relight this chalice and we lift up Dick, her beloved. We lift up Maria and Sylvia and Lucia, her family, all of you who loved her, as we hold one another in love in this difficult time. We love you, Gerda. Please join me in a spirit of prayer and meditation, followed by a moment of silence. In this time of waiting, may we hold the world in our hearts. In this time of waiting, may we hold each other's hands. In this time of waiting, may we be thoughtful and introspective. In this time of waiting, may we delight in the darkness and all that it teaches us. In this time of waiting, may we rekindle the fires of hope, love, joy, and peace within ourselves and within our communities. In this time of waiting, may we become ready for the coming days. Let us take a moment of silence. Amen, and blessed be. At this time, I invite you all to enjoy and reflect on the story at the manger, portrayed by the children of our churches. I turn it over to them.
Every time a baby is born is a holy moment. When each of you were born, it was a magical, miraculous moment. Today, we are going to tell the story of the birth of Jesus that happened over 2,000 years ago in Palestine. It was so special that every year around Christmas, people all over the world tell the story, and that is what we are going to do today. Our story begins with Mary and Joseph, or in our case today, Mary and Josephine.
and Josephine were expecting a child, and they were excited yet anxious about a new chapter in their lives. They had planned for the birth to take place in the comfort of their home, surrounded by their loved ones, but the decree from the government required everyone to register in their ancestral town, and so they set on a journey to Bethlehem, a town not far, but one that would take longer to reach than they had anticipated. When they arrived in Bethlehem, the town was bustling with people, travelers and families, all coming to fulfill their obligations. But the inns were full and every room was taken. With nowhere else to go, Josephine and Mary were offered shelter in a humble stable, a place where animals rested and where the stars outside shone brightly above. It wasn't ideal, but it was a safe place, and Mary and Josephine were grateful.
And this is where Jesus was born. It was a quiet, peaceful event, far from the noise of the city, far from any crowd, surrounded by hay and the soft sounds of the animals. Mary and Josephine welcomed their child into the world in a stable with the animals watching. Now angels had already told Mary what a special baby Jesus was, and after his birth, these angels went out into the fields near Bethlehem to tell the good news of Jesus' birth to shepherds watching their flocks in the field. The shepherds were so excited that they followed the angels to the stable, and there they were knelt down to see the newborn baby. They had heard stories of a new beginning, of a child who would bring light into the world, and they came to pay their respects. They marveled at the sight of the baby lying in a manger, surrounded by the warmth of Mary and Josephine's love.
From distant lands, wise travelers also came, people who studied the stars, who sought wisdom in the world's mysteries, and who had heard that a child would be born who would show humanity a new way to live. They recognized in the child the potential for something greater, a force for good that could spread throughout the world. A star led them all the way to the stable in Bethlehem. When they saw the baby Jesus, they too knelt down and admired the newborn baby, and they brought gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
Some people had to go change outfits. A star led them all the way to the stable. Nope, that is the wrong one. And that is the story of Jesus' birth. Jesus went on to be a great teacher, and his teachings have endured for these last 2,000 years and have touched the lives of millions of people.
Mary and Josephine, though they did not know it then, were part of something far larger than themselves. They had brought into the world a child who would inspire others to be kind, to be generous, and to light even the darkest of times. And the people of the village, and later the people of the world, would come to see this simple story not just as a story of a birth, but as a story of all human potential. The power of love, the beauty of hope, and the reminder of each of us lies the possibility for a better tomorrow.
And so every year at Christmas, we remember that a baby was born to ordinary parents in a lowly stable, because it reminds us that even though we might not have been born into wealth or fame or glory, we all still have the
Amazing job, everyone. Let's give our kids another round of applause. Let us rise in body or spirit and sing our hymn number 245, Joy to the World.
For information and action on transitofalabamaact.org. We have lots of opportunities to connect this holiday season. This Friday is our amazing Yule service starting at 6 p.m. with dinner, crafts, and a special Yule service starting around 7:15 p.m. We hope you'll come out and join us for this special event. Next week, following our regular Sunday service, we will have a Blue Holiday service on the 22nd at 3 p.m. for those of you who need to express some grief during the holidays. Our Christmas Eve service will be on the 24th at 4:30 p.m. with caroling starting at 4 p.m. and a cookie potluck after the service. December 29th is our Kwanzaa service, and we hope you'll attend to learn more about and celebrate with our folks who honor this special holiday. January 10th through the 12th is our 70th anniversary celebration, and we have events all weekend. Please reserve your spot now for the dinner on Friday, the bus trip to Montgomery on Saturday, and our special service on Sunday. We are trying to not affect the church budget with the celebration, so if you could donate towards this event so it offsets our cost, we would greatly appreciate it. If you forget all these dates, remember, everything is in your weekly all-church email from the church office. Please fill out your connection card and check any interests you may have. The staff read the connection cards every week. There we go. All right, now it's time for the extinguishing of the chalice. In honor of the legacy of our ancestors, let us carry the flame forward as we extinguish the chalice with these closing words. As we extinguish our chalice, may we find peace in the darkness as we await the light which brings warmth and love to all we meet.